Hi, folks. Welcome back to the Ash vs. Evil Dead podcast. I got really clever names for these podcasts.
Oh,
That's
that
actually
was
the full. That's the full name of it. Actually, I got really clever names for these podcasts. Ash vs. Evil Dead podcast.
ellipses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Evil Dead, Evil
Evil Dead,
Dead,
Evil
Evil Dead.
Dead, Evil Dead. Yeah. So this week's episode was Books from Beyond, episode 3. I thought it kind of, it got more into expanding what they were going to do this time because last episode, while it was funny, it's kind of standard Evil Dead stuff. They're kind of getting into it and like getting all the characters rounded up and things like that. But this episode sort of was expanding a little bit on the universe and getting things going a little bit more with the storyline that they're
Yeah.
going with. So what'd you think?
I liked that it had some down moments for the characters to just talk in this one.
I agree.
Overall, I thought this one seemed more serious, and like not that there weren't plenty of jokes in it, but I thought the overall tone of the whole thing felt a bit more serious.
Yeah, I liked that. I know we were talking last time about how we wish there was a little more time to kind of
I
have
still feel
character
like I
moments.
wish this was an hour, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably something I'll think for every episode because it's just I want more because it's good.
Yeah, I wish they were longer too. But we were talking about how we wish there was more time for character moments, and I know from interviews Bruce Campbell has said like he doesn't really want to have like a big exploratory thing about Ash's character, but they did do a little bit of that. It doesn't have to be like a huge melodramatic thing to kind of have those moments, and I think they hit a good balance with this episode where there was still jokes and there was still horror, but there was still a little bit of downtime to kind of have scenes to just talk.
I thought the scenes where Lucy Lawless is just driving the car and it's playing really over dramatic music was pretty funny.
It was great when they did like lots of like cool shots where they're just sort of like zooming in or like shots from the woods and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
While she was doing that, they're doing a good job of trying to like hype her up, even though you really know nothing about her character unless you've seen spoilers about it. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she looks cool. They do a good job of making her look cool.
Tortured a deadite, which is pretty funny. And it wasn't just miserable like Supernatural's endless torture scenes.
Well, also she's not supposed to be the hero of the series, so it's not like it
No,
makes her
but I
terribly
mean, even
unlikable.
still, like it's something I guess you want to see get something like that have happen to it more than what they do in something like Supernatural most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Deadite didn't deserve it anyway, so
Yeah,
it's a
well, it's
torture
like the
scene that
fucking
doesn't
evil
make,
thing.
yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
make them seem like horrible people.
it's something like I don't know, because Deadites are usually there. It seems like it's hard to get them into that kind of position anyway. So it's kind of like, yeah, nice to see one kind of stuck in a helpless situation where she's able to fucking talk to it for a little bit.
Yeah, and it establishes that, she is capable, so should be a pretty good match for Ash whenever it comes down to that.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode, they went to Books from Beyond, which they were setting up before. That the guy there said that he could translate parts of the Necronomicon for Ash, and they go there to try and figure out how they can send the evil back this time. And they go there and determine that they should summon a demon from it to figure
A real nerd.
a real nerd. So they summon a demon from the book to because they think that it can tell them how to put the evil back because Ash is an idiot and of course thinks that this would work. And I really liked that they did establish a different kind of enemy, like because it is a demon, it's demonic, but it's not a deadite, it's not a possessed person, so that kind of opens up opportunities to do other types of things. It had like some certain abilities that deadites don't have,
Yeah,
and that was interesting.
it's cool to see them bring in some actual demons like that.
Yeah, I knew from the trailer that they showed that demon in it, so I knew there was going to be different kinds of things, but I wasn't sure if maybe it was a different type of deadite or what exactly it was. I liked the effect a lot where it was messing with people and then you could see like the skeleton in them, like that was
Yeah, like
interesting.
going inside their brain. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if that's supposed to have done something or just it messed them up temporarily.
I think maybe it was just supposed to be them, like, it messing them up for a little bit. Like, I don't think it was supposed to lead into anything. But at first I was like, what does that mean? Like, there's, like, brain bits exploding and things like
Yeah,
that. I guess they recovered pretty quick.
yeah,
But it was a good visual. Like, sometimes I see things like this and I think, like, that would be a really good still, just a really pretty shot there. And there are things like that where it's just weird with the skeletons and almost cartoonish. And then you see someone get electrocuted and there's the skeleton in there, but they did it
yeah.
in a different kind of way.
Yeah, a lot of the series is really shot very nicely. It's a
Yeah,
very nice looking show.
because Sam Raimi did the first episode, but the other ones are directed by other people, and I don't know if he went and directed some other ones or maybe the finale or whatever. But so it's basically one of the worries people had was when you have other directors at the helm of Evil Dead, are they going to be able to have that same feel? And I feel like they did. They still had the same kind of crazy shots. There was another shotgun shot in this one with the camera, and they still find interesting ways to incorporate music and effects and not shoot it just standard. So you
Hmm.
see things you don't see in a lot of television shows.
Yeah,
And sometimes it feels a bit like a cartoon, which I like. But it never feels like overly goofy. Like it's really funny, but it doesn't feel like they're just going into stupid territory.
because they're still taking the overall threat seriously.
Yeah.
They're not super like dark characters and
Mhm.
they have a light enough side to them.
Well, it helps that there's characters to kind of ground Ash, who is more of the, he's got most of the funny lines, and they're funny too, of course, but they're more grounded, so it doesn't feel like constantly goofy all the time.
Yeah, it makes him work better.
They did a little bit more with Amanda, where she shows up and is trying to arrest Ash. I guess I don't know what is her end goal here, just to arrest him.
I guess. I mean, she knows about it. I like that in this one that she gets set free after she's been knocked out and stuff and bursts in on them with a demon and then still goes, drop the gun. And she, like, I think I'd be concentrating more on the fucking monster thing in the room than him holding a gun.
I like that was almost an aside. Like she's like, "Drop the gun. What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
Like maybe that should be your first question, man.
Yeah. I would be way more worried about that. She doesn't know that it can't move out of that circle, for the moment till she fucks that up.
Yeah, I knew that they were gonna have Ash fuck up the line, but I did like that it wasn't
It
just him
wasn't his
being
fault
stupid.
that
Yeah,
time.
like because as funny as it is that he summoned them
Yeah.
through his own stupidity, I do
Yeah, if it
want
just
him to
kept
have some
doing that.
competent moments. Yeah.
Yeah, if he kept being stupid, get a bit old.
Yeah, so it balances out a bit that it's not constantly his fault.
Mhm.
I liked the bit where it seems like him and Amanda have an understanding, and then she cuffs him anyway, and then
Yeah.
he just pops his hand off, cuffs her, and leaves her. I almost expect them to keep for him to keep losing body parts over the series. Like, oh no, he lost a foot. He's got to replace it. Oh no, he lost an eye.
He's more machine now than man.
But it's all wooden parts. Got a peg leg.
I liked Pablo's name for the group.
Yeah, the ghost beaters.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
I liked Kelly a lot in this episode. I thought she had some moments to shine. Um, when she
Yeah.
attacks the demon at the end, and even when she just had the scenes with Amanda where she's kind of defending why she's defending Ash and why she's in on this.
She couldn't even say it was her parents, but I guess that showed a bit more weight to what happened to her.
That honestly was more than they gave us in the last episode that was
Yeah,
about
so
her,
it's
and
kind
I
of like,
appreciated that.
yeah, that's kind of the thing that was missing last episode. So you get it the next one, so it's fine.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I know we're only 3 episodes in, but I think this one probably hit the balance the best between, like, jokes and more serious moments.
I'm fine with the tone, shifting around a bit between episodes, but I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
doesn't always have to be the same.
yeah, I think it's been pretty good in every episode so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we've said in the other ones anyway, that they had a good balance, but I mean, like, in particular, this episode, I thought they hit their stride pretty well. That was interesting, that effect they did with the demon, and I don't remember what its name was. It was something hard to pronounce. But the effect they did where it was moving, but its mouth stayed in place. The
Yeah, that
mouth was
was
the only thing that was
interesting looking.
stable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that looked neat.
yeah. That's what I'm saying about like shots. You don't see in other series. I don't remember ever seeing an effect like that where it's just the mouth still like that.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is your favorite part of this episode?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe just when they're having the talk in the car, I thought that was all pretty funny. I mean, I liked the whole overall story and the fact they were doing more with the Necronomicon in this.
They gave it kind of the origin of it this time
Yeah,
around, which was a good expansion on it.
and
That they
did like Ash bullshitting that he already knew
he
it.
never looked into it in like 30 years. He's like,
Yeah, he
whatever.
got a stupid book, but he didn't care enough to look into it till now.
Still don't know why he kept it. I mean, what a
Just
dummy.
in case he'd get high one day.
And he was talking about, he's like, oh, I went into this place looking for a Viking helmet because I was banging this chick who was into role playing. I like too they had when they summoned the demon, that fetus comes to life. I don't know if it was like a lamb or a horse or what it was, but
Yeah, it looks like a lamb.
yeah, I think it was a lamb. And Pablo just kicks it.
Yeah.
Pablo had a lot of good lines in this too. Oh shit! I just knocked out a cop. Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
wait, there was a cop. Oh shit! I think my favorite part was the demon effects with the skeletons in it. I liked that fight.
Yeah.
But I did like the car scene too. Anyway, yeah, for those of you who haven't kept up with the series yet, definitely check out this episode.
Watch it.
Watch it. We just end every
Watch
episode
it
saying
now,
watch it.
or
Watch Ash
else.
vs. Evil Dead.
Watch the damn show.
Watch the damn
Fuck.
show.